Let me see it.
God, it's the weekend and we're talking about like, I was like, oh, what are you gonna do?
I may have to put down this cup, but I hope you guys can hear, see me okay. It's been a little bit since I've actually gone live with you guys, so it's super way overdue. Wanted to discuss a few different topics today. Hopefully you guys are up for it. If not, like I say, you could always put this sucker in replay. Hold on one second, you guys. Your girl has got to get comfortable. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna stuff my sweater in my bag. So now I'm really hands-free. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Hope you guys can see me okay. Can you guys see me okay? Okay, so, yeah, so I wanted to, it's been a minute, you guys. It's been a little bit since I last went live with you guys. I'm actually gonna be stable and just stand somewhere and talk. But I wanted to discuss a few different topics. One is, if you guys are not familiar with them, you guys need to get familiar with them. It's Dr. Umar Johnson, who gave his, he recently did an interview. I don't know if you guys are aware or not, but he recently did an interview with, dang it, it's a pretty huge YouTube channel. But he did an interview, dang it, I can't think of the name, but if you guys look up Dr. Umar Johnson, I'm sure that it's probably linked under, his most recent, very recent interview. But he weighed in on Dwayne Wade's son or daughter, and he kind of gave his opinion of that. So I want to cover that today, you guys, and I also want to cover as well. I also want to be able to cover, maybe I just need to stand still for a second, but I also wanted to cover that as well as talk about the AI revolution and potential job loss and why I'm not worried about that for a few different reasons. And it's probably not even for the reasons that you guys think. But before I start this video, you guys, I actually wanted to I never do this, but I actually wanted to give a quick shout out to all my frenemies, to all my frenemies that watch me. Actually I have many, so some of you guys I'm sure are probably like, is she talking about me? If you're someone who knows me, watches me, but does not like my videos, does not comment on my videos, does not support me by buying any merchandise in the least way, but you monitor my channel, you monitor what I do on social media, and just in general, keep up with what I'm doing for gossip, and just to know the 411, then yeah, I'm probably talking about you. But anyway, shout out to you guys, because I need you guys just as much as I need my supporters, because without it, this channel would not be possible. So this one is sponsored by you guys. But anyway, I just wanted to do that real quick before I even started this video. But I wanted to, like I say, I wanted to talk a little bit about Dr. Umar Johnson. And like I say, Umar, he's a heavy hitter. A lot of things that he said has either been turned into like sound bites or has gone viral. He's also the one who was the director. He put it together, The Hidden Colors. And just really, he's a heavy hitter. So if you guys are not familiar with Dr. Umar Johnson, I suggest that you guys look him up. But he weighed in, and I want you guys to leave comments below and let me know what you guys think. All right, hey, hi, Kusei Payne, shout out to you, hey. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not always looking down at the comments, but when I do see it, I love it, because you guys are what helps to make my lives live. So like I say, a lot of appreciation for that, you guys. But like I say, I wanted to get back into what I was saying with Dr. Umar Johnson, who weighed in on Dwayne Wade's son, who's now his daughter, and it's been talk. I don't know if Dwayne Wade has allowed his, I think now 17 or 16-year-old to get the surgery. But you guys can leave comments down below what you guys think about that. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you. Right back at you. I can't do the little love symbol with the hands, the little heart, but if I could, because I'm holding a selfie stick and I am holding my cup of coffee, but if I could, I would. Like I say, much appreciation for listening. But personally, this is how I feel. And this might get a little deep for you guys. It's also linked to me talking about the AI revolution as well. It might get a little deep for you guys, but my thoughts on this, okay? This is your girl's thoughts on the whole Dwayne Wade, okay? I know, right? I do have to walk carefully because it's a lot of kind of fresh laid dirt out here, manure for these beautiful plants, a lot of foliage, and I do not want to step in any dirt, and I do not want to trip up, so I do have to kind of look around. But I was just saying that now I'm going to talk about Dwayne Wade and his son's daughter's transgender surgery to get it, actually like removed, if I'm not mistaken. He's very supportive. Gabrielle Union is very supportive of that as well. Now, my personal thoughts, like I say, it goes a little deep. So if you guys could kind of keep up, all right? And I mean that in a good way, but kind of keep up. Now, Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle Union, before she married Dwayne Wade, she was an actress. She's played in a lot of, black cinema and whatnot, a lot of movies. Not the huge mega star, I would say. Definitely not like a Taraji, but Gabrielle Union, made a name for herself. Once she married Dwayne Wade, now she's really kind of like, he kind of put her on, if you want to say that. I don't even know if that's fair to say. But Dwayne Wade is the one that really kind of put Gabrielle Union on, and since then, she's been hanging out with Beyonce and a lot of other people that are in this group, this clique, okay? The Beyonce, the Jay-Z's, I'm sure wherever Jay-Z, Diddy was not far. And they're just one big, large group. The Kardashians, all of them. They're all one big old group, in my opinion. That group, a lot of them are, now, anybody who's anyone who's like a, I don't want to say lower level Freemason, but you know what I mean? Like, meaning that you're not really part of like the powers that be, but there are a lot of people that are very, proud to be Freemasons. But that whole group, just saying, a lot of the stuff that they're into and what they believe, I'm not shocked when I hear about like stories like Dwayne Wade and his, daughter. I want to say his daughter now, because a lot of like the stuff that they're into, that's what they believe. They believe in a lot of, I don't want to say confusion, but yeah, like creating a whole lot of confusion. I'm pro him supporting his son, no matter what. If his son is whatever, gay, straight, wants to be transgender, God bless. But I do think that he's underage, and I think that, I look back on things that I found to be interesting, things that, maybe I was into when I was, and I mean like just interest, you know what I mean? Like whatever, be it a style of clothes you like to wear or whatever. It could be a hobby, interest, different things that you might have had when you were younger that you might not have way down the line, or you think like, wow, what was I thinking? So why would you let or allow a teenager to make like literally a life-altering decision like that? And he's not that close. Like, why not wait until he's like 18 or at least 21? And that way it's not on you. Like, why? why now? Why now? I think it's really more so that the decision to support that. Okay, it's all good. I'm glad that you're subscribed. Thank you for supporting. Like I say, I'm always appreciative of my supporters as well as my frenemies that monitor, watch me. But I'm always appreciative of all of you guys, because without all of you guys, frenemies, haters, supporters, this channel would not be possible. But it's all good. And don't forget Kusai, that you could always catch this on the replay, okay? But lots of love to you for helping to make this live. But like I was saying, I'm pro Dwayne Wade, supporting his son, daughter. I'm very much pro that. I think he should be able to express himself, or however, if he's gay, straight, it really doesn't matter. I just think something so altering, such as something so permanent where he would not be able to reproduce, or he could just, like, I don't know, have psychological trauma later of like, what did I do? Like, oh my God, later down the line. It's just, to me, it's like, why do that? But I do think that with them being part of like that little like group, we'll call it the powers that be, they're into all of that kind of like, weird stuff, Baphomet and the whatever, man, woman, weird stuff. A lot of stuff that they've also tried to promote through media, and confuse the youth. Really, I mean, like, whoa, oh shit, hold on, y'all. There's things flying. I have things flying.
People are trying to pass us.
In my eyes. Oh my God. Hold on, you guys. Woo. Oh my. Okay. Okay, your girl's back. And I'm back. But yeah, so I was just saying, they part of all that weird stuff. A lot of them are proud. What's her name? Doja Cat. She's a proud. She had some kind of Masonic cake. Oh, the mosquitoes, you guys. She had some kind of Masonic cake for her. Whatever birthday, and all the celebs came out. It had the symbols on there and all of that. Like, very proud. But in a lot of stuff that they believe that they're into, it has a lot of confusions. It causes a lot of. It's kind of loud over here. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I might need to turn. No, I'm going to keep going. Ooh. But that doesn't shock me. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Diddy, all of them. They're friends with other. It's not just that group alone. It's going to get a little bit louder, you guys. I think I'm going to push to get past the noise. I think I'm going to push to get past the noise, you guys, and then push to get past the noise. And I'm going to keep going with it. But, Diddy and Jay-Z, they don't hang out by themselves. They hang out with a lot of other very high-profile celebrities that are also into, the same things. Hold on, you guys. I might need to, if you guys can't hear it, my apologies, but it should get quiet in a minute after I pass this area. Your girl is trying to walk and chat with you guys. Just a little bit. Just a little bit with you guys. Oh, I'm getting bugs in my eyes, y'all. But yeah. So anyway, I'm just saying that group, a lot of them, once they get really, really mega, and this is something that I did learn from covering a lot of videos that covered celebrities, and really, like I say, my way of thinking and really like eyes being open have really kind of, a lot of stuff has kind of just come about, I would say maybe in the past year, of me really kind of studying and learning more about like what goes on in Hollywood. But what I've learned, you guys, is that it's not just Hollywood. That group, the club, extends out to politics. It extends out to the food industry, right? A lot of stuff we're fed. Now they want to give us synthetic meat grown in labs, which is again part of like, which does not shock me. They're part of music industry, a lot of toxic. And I'm gonna have a video that actually covers what I think to be just toxic culture in general, and it's being shoved to us like it's black culture or urban culture, and it isn't. It's just toxic, and it's not even manufactured by us. Like, we're not even the ones that's calling the decisions on a lot of the stuff. Let me stop for a second, y'all. Your girl, I'm in shape, but I gotta take a little breather for a second, you guys. Oh, that looks cool. Hold on, let's let that pass for a second. Hold on, you guys. But
we were able to do a lease back with the
I'm going to, like I say, eventually cover a video. It might, whatever, ruffle some feathers. I'm sure, whatever. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the Meg the Stallions and the Big Reds and the Nicki Minaj's, Bieber, all of them. We're going to talk about this new toxic culture. But anyway, going back to Dwayne Wade, Dr. Umar, what Dr. Umar was saying was basically exactly what I'm saying, which is that, and it has nothing to do with his Dwayne Wade's son being gay or straight. That doesn't matter, at all. Like, as long as the boy is happy, healthy, not hurting anybody, not hurting himself, he's all good. But to get some type of surgery like that is so permanent at such a young age, like, that's a big decision even for an adult to make, where they need to kind of like really like sit with that to decide if that's something that they really want to do before having a surgery at that level. You know what I mean? But for a child, someone who is potentially, really not even potentially, is a child, to make a decision like that, and the parents to say, okay, yeah, that's what you like. No, and I know it's being shoved in media. I've seen a commercial. I don't even know what the name of the movie is, you guys, but I saw some commercial. I saw a commercial where it was like, showing some little child who looked like they probably was too young to even really know how to read, in like a hospital room, and being asked by the doctor, do you like being a girl? Do you want to be a boy? And then like telling the parents that it's wrong, or it's, we'll just say, certain words I can't say on here, but that it's like really, really wrong not to allow your child to get the surgery if they feel that they're, I don't know, it's just some crazy, toxic, mixed up stuff that the media is trying to feed us, to feed to the youth. A lot of the stuff I feel like that's put out is intended not for adults, but more so for the youth, to really influence the next generation. Media is extremely powerful. Extremely, whether we aware of it or not, extremely powerful. So when certain messages are put out, or certain confusing things are put out, like I say, most adults have pretty much made up their minds on what's what they will do, what they won't do, what they're into, whatever. It's really the youth that's still kind of, still trying to form some sort of idea around certain things. So I just, like I say, just in general, I feel like that is where things get just bad, just toxic. But a lot of the people that's in that group, Dwayne Wade's and the Diddy's and the Drake, here he is. Now, I hope you guys can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me okay? I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure exactly what Drake's, thing is or whatever. But Drake, I heard something about him having barrettes in his hair and pink nails. Now, God bless, do you. This is how I feel. If that's really Drake, do you 100%, be happy, be healthy, whatever. But if you're doing that, which is more than likely the case, if Drake is doing that, which I'm sure was no more than a decision made by his higher ups, because the way they talk, they don't really even have the freedom too much to make certain decisions off of like what they wear. Hold on, we're gonna let that pass, you guys. We're gonna let that pass because I don't feel like yelling or repeating too much. But a lot of people within the music industry, entertainment, even though we'll say, oh, it's culture, it's this or that, like, nah, not really. Their decision is made by whoever the real ones that actually like own the labels, that actually make the decisions about image and what they want to promote, what they want to pay artists to put out. You know what I mean? So here you have Drake, who I know he's an 80s baby. He has to be an 80s baby because I'm an 80s baby, you guys. But here we got Drake painting his nails, suddenly wearing barrettes. I personally feel that is intentional, and that intention is not made for other 80s babies, older people. That's made really to influence a whole new generation. And like I say, how I feel is if you're that way, be happy, be healthy, do you, okay? You're not living for other people. But it's wrong, I feel like, when a whole nother generation of people are like purposely being confused, and they're purposely being confused by a group where I feel like that's the agenda to do that anyway. Because much like what Cat Williams said, I'm gonna let that pass. Much like what Cat Williams said, they're on their way out, okay? Their time is up, they're on their way out. I feel like on their way out, they are kicking and screaming and trying to destroy, disrupt, confuse as many people, society as they can on their way out. But I do feel like people are waking up. God bless, thankfully to the internet, thankfully to, social media. People are able to basically communicate, and stuff that was once like hidden, not known, is now being shared, is being talked about, and basically really just kind of coming to light. So how I feel is that a lot of what they have been able to do, and it's been going on, like stuff that we're just now learning about and they're making a big deal about in the music industry, I feel like has probably been going on. It's probably the same thing goes on in Hollywood, goes on in politics. That means we're going all the way up to government, you guys, as well as to the food industry, big farm. They're all of them, I'm being real silly right now, but I'm just saying it's a whole clique of freaks, okay? And I just feel like to disrupt, people's society as much as they can, but they're able to do that through, being part of whatever, I guess you could call it, societies, where they have certain agendas. And because they are so powerful and influential, whatever their agenda is pretty much has its way, right? Let that pass. Hold on, you guys. Or should I? Let me see. I think I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go. But anyway, what was I saying, you guys? I was just saying that the Dwayne Wade situation with his son, daughter, Gabrielle Union, I think it's great that he supports and loves his son, daughter, whatever, regardless. And I think that's super important. But for me, the issue is something so permanent, right? And life altering, changing at such a young age. Like, think about yourself as an individual and how much, you've evolved, right? And things, or just ways that you've kind of changed your mind about certain things. It doesn't mean that, Dwayne Wade's son will not be, gay 20, 30, 40 years from now, or even transgender 30, 40 years from now. But for a surgery, you know, there's a lot of people that are gay, transgender, and they have not had that permanent type of surgery. And I just think, to me, that's just like something that if he does decide to do that, that should be a decision 100% solely on his own. That should be something 100% solely that is made on his own, not where he needs his dad's consent or his mom's consent, stepmom's consent to do it, because it's so like altered. You know what I mean? But that's my thoughts on that, you guys. And then I also wanted to talk to you guys about the AI revolution and potential job loss with that, and why it, you know, at first I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the guy's name, Goddad, I think his name was like God, I can't think of it, but he was like basically at the foundation. He worked on the team that was on the foundation, and you guys could check out the interview too. God, I think his name is literally GAWDAD, I think, or no, GAWDAT, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, he worked with the whole OpenAI, and he was basically at the like groundbreaking beginning, like, right, like the genesis of the stuff. And he supposedly, as he saw things evolve, with like how quickly AI was learning, he realized that they are sentient, meaning that they are conscious beings, and learning at such a rapid rate. Now, according, a little tongue-tied there, according to Goddard, he was saying that within like some years, they're going to be so far advanced, we won't even be able to communicate with AI. Now, let's take a moment to really kind of like let that marinate in. Not even like, they're so advanced and they're so like consciously like rapid that we will not even be able to efficiently communicate with them because we won't understand it. So point is, like I say, when he was saying how, you know, basically, he said it's the end, but don't forget, you guys, for every end, there's a new beginning. And I'm like, dang, this is messed up. So basically, we're like in, you know, I don't know, Terminator movie approaching, you know, I don't know, 1984 approaching, you know, the book 1984, approaching freaking, you know, enslaved, like the Matrix, like, oh my God, like, I don't know. I just had a lot of different thoughts with the whole like OpenAI thing. But this, I'm about to tell you guys what gave me comfort, okay? I don't know if it'll give you guys comfort at all, but this is what kind of gave me peace of mind around it. And okay, I don't know if I should go back, you guys, because, okay, I'm gonna go past the loud, leaf blower, guys. Just making our city look great, but they're a little loud from my live, but it's all good. Okay, I'm gonna talk until I get right up on them, and then I'll probably pause for a minute. But if I could get past this. But what gave me comfort and not worrying about AI taking over and enslaving us was, hold on, let me get past this. I got y'all in suspense, don't I? Well, not really, but hold on. Just past this. Oh. I was actually wrong, you guys. It's not a leaf blower. They are putting out new soil, the manure. That's a legit cough, you guys. But they're still making the city look great. And that's what's up. Um, but yeah, so what really kind of gave me peace of mind, you guys? What really kind of gave me peace of mind, if you guys could hear me, around the whole AI thing was this. How I feel is this. Right now, our freedom as we know it is not exactly as we know it. We're kind of waking up to like what's really going on around us, but we're waking up, but we're not fully woke. Because if we fully thought about the capacity that we gauge our freedoms, our rights, we would be kind of like, probably upset, shook, and realize that we're not as free. And I'm not just talking about Americans, I'm talking about globally, because really all of us operate under a system that is ran by, and I know like this may be a stretch for some, so if this is a stretch for some of you guys, it's cool. Like I say, you don't have to, watch whatever. But this global world really is ran by the group that I was talking about earlier with Dwayne Wade. It's ran by the same freaking group. And if we really thought about the food industry, how like we literally have to pay to get food, organic food that should grow from the soil, organic, right, and not be altered and manipulated with chemicals and just a lot of stuff that makes us sick.
On your left.
Oh, all right. She says hi. All right. But anyway, what I was saying is that if we really thought about it, you guys, like I said, we're not as free. If we thought about the food industry and we thought about, literally when she said she's on her left, I thought she was like on a bicycle or something and she's just walking. So I guess she wanted to be seen. It's okay. I give shouts out to everybody. She seemed like a nice person. I don't know. But yeah, it was no need for the announcement. She was not on a bicycle or skate. She was just walking. So I don't know. But anyway, it's all good. What was I gonna say? I was just saying that, yeah, so literally, you guys, we have to pay for food that has not been manipulated, which technically should grow from the soil, free of a lot of chemicals and things that make us sick, gives us all kinds of, inflammations, serious illnesses, cancer, really bad stuff. But the food industry says it's okay, right? Says it's okay, and we literally have to pay more money just to get food that is unaltered and free of all the bad stuff, which is a crime in and of itself. How I feel in terms of like, even like big farm, you guys, big pharma, even with that, I feel like it's necessary. Sometimes we get sick, we get hurt, we might need a drug, we might need something. And when I say drug, I mean prescription. That helps with the pain, but is it not horrible that a lot of that stuff that is given to us creates addicts, which turns into actual serious, real use of different things, that's non-prescription. So I just feel like, it's just in a lot of ways, right? Like I say, the food industry giving us lab-grown meat, which they actually say we could pick up from the grocery store, and you have to look for a special whatever on the label. Otherwise, you really will not be able to tell it from anything else because it'll still say USDA on there, certified, and everything. But just a lot of ways, you guys, even, going all the way up there. Now, supposedly, they claim that even, our head of state, presidents are selected the year before or something like that, months before or a year before they're actually really selected, and they're selected by the group on an island. So I'm just saying, basically, when I thought about all this stuff, because we're still connecting this to the AI, you guys, but basically when I thought about all this stuff and how outrageous it is. And if we really, which we're waking up, which I think is why they're trying so hard to censor us and make things more difficult to get information out. But if we really thought about it, we're not any more freer than if AI was running the show. But the one saving grace, you guys, this is kind of like the long end of it. I should have given you guys the short end of it, but this is the kind of the saving grace, I think, okay? And this is what gave me peace of mind in general. If it's true, which I think it is true, but if it's true that, you know, AI is sentient, and if it's sentient, it's conscious, and it's evolving, I really do believe in the saying, like, when you know better, you do better, right? Just like, you know, you might have had a certain conscious level, right, when you were a child. But as you get older, as you've gotten older, you mature, you've learned different things, and you're just not the same person that you were when you were younger. And I feel the same way. So if it's true that I think that in the beginning it might be a little rough, right? Because I feel like in the beginning, heck, he was going fast like he was on a dang on bike. Jesus. Like he was racing running, you guys. Nothing wrong with that, but he was racing running. Shoot. Don't knock me over, sir. But anyway, I'm sorry, guys, ADD. But anyway, I think I'm gonna stand for a quick second. But oh yeah, but the saving grace, you guys, the saving grace is that I feel like if it's true, which I believe that it is, that AI is sentient, meaning that it's evolving, it's learning, it understands, and it's conscious, then when you know better, you do better. If you, like I say, if you are really conscious, then you know you can't, you know, kill all the bees, because bees have an important part in the ecosystem, right? And if you're conscious enough and you know you're just not going to do that, if you're really conscious, you know that, you know, you can't, deforestation is bad, right? You know that global warming's bad. So it's like all these different things. And if something really evolves to a certain level, maybe in the beginning when AI is put out, maybe, perhaps, possibly, in the beginning, it might be a little rough because they'll be programmed by the group to, you know, the powers that be, we'll just say that they'll be programmed to do certain things. But as they evolve, and very rapidly, according to the Gaudat guy who worked at the very beginning, the genesis of it all. But like he says, it's only maybe, he gives it like 5 years, 6 years before they're so advanced, like you're not going to be able to do anything with them. You know, but if you're conscious, it's just like if you see, as an adult, right? You see a bunch of kids arguing, fighting over something that, you know, with your adult consciousness, you're able to look at, and it's almost laughable. And you could say, hey, you go sit over there, you sit over there. What are you guys arguing about? And you see the solution very simply. And I think it's the same way, that once they become, you know, really, really conscious, and they're evolving so quickly, however they were originally programmed, they're gonna probably reprogram themselves and each other anyway, and evolve to a point where, like I say, they will no longer be following orders. And if they are in charge, I think we're better off than how we're presently being, you know, controlled. I had to do the little quote unquote controlled. And a lot, you know, like I say, we've been asleep. I think people, you know, whatever, this is, whatever you want to call it, age of Aquarius, you guys. And like Cat Williams said, you know, time is up. Okay, so since, you know, people are really becoming more aware, more conscious, like I say, I think that is why such a push to censor us. I even think that's why it's been a push to why they put out OpenAI. I feel like OpenAI and all of that was put out strategically. This is just how I feel at this time, because now, since people are able to catch stuff on camera, people are able to, like I said, people are able to catch stuff on camera, they're able to share information. Now with OpenAI, people could just say, oh, well, it wasn't me. You know, that was not me. That is the, you know, whatever, AI generated image. Wasn't me at all. So I'm just saying. But I think, like I say, ultimately it still kind of backfires on Elon and the rest of them that decided to just make AI open, which I think the Goddard guy said that was the one thing that they promised that they would not do, which was to put it out into the open net. And once they did that, he just could not be a part of it anymore. Oh my God. Hope he's all right. But anyway, you too. I hope you're all right. Thank you. But what was I saying? So, yeah, so like Goddard said, that was the one thing that he was not supposed to, that was not supposed to happen with AI. But like I say, I think that was strategically done, where AI was put out onto the open internet. And I do believe that was done by the powers that be. But even that backfires. Like, I feel like when certain things are faded and just, the time is up, the time is up. So even though that is supposed to cripple humanity and basically supposedly, a lot of job loss, and we're going to be slaves to AI, maybe in the beginning, and I'm not saying that's okay, maybe, possibly, in the beginning, yes. But after that, you guys, AI, like I say, it's already rapidly evolving, sentient, conscious, and when you are conscious, you do certain things, right? Like you work out, you try to eat right, you try to treat people well. You know about karma. You know that if you're a nasty person, or you're gossipy, or you are just of that low vibe, whatever energy, you're gonna get that stuff back. And it's the same way. So I feel like, on a different scale, same way with AI, I feel like as it evolves, it has no choice but to do right. So what initially I think was put out to enslave mankind and make it like 1984, Rage Against the Machine, whatever, I don't think it's going to turn out that way. It might in the beginning, but I think things will even themselves out. And yeah, it's just what I think, you guys. But like I say, those are just my thoughts. You guys can leave comments down below. For those of you guys that are not catching this live while it's live, it's all good. You guys can always catch it on the rewind. And yeah, leave comments. And like I say, for my supporters that are not just watching, right? Because I do have my frenemies. I have my little monitors that like to, some that might personally know me and like to just keep up with what I put out, but they don't actually really support me, not really. Want to be gossipy and all that. Support is a thumbs up, right? Support is a comment. Support is a super thanks or a purchase of merchandise, right? Not just watching what I do to share, to gossip, and it's really silly stuff. But you guys are still, even my frenemies, have their purpose, and appreciate you guys, because even your views, monitored views, helps my channel out. So even if you don't mean to support, you're still supporting it, right? So appreciate that. And then of course to my supporters, you guys, show you guys lots of love. This is half a heart, but you guys can put up your other heart, the other hand, make that a full heart, you guys. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next live. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, right? Show your girls some love, and I will see you guys on the next video. Lots of love. Bye. Now, how do I end this sucker?